This is Badass Billy Gunn, 11-time WWE Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hardcore Champion, and you're listening to IcoPod. You gotta hear this. And if you're not listening to this, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
And we're back with episode 201 of IcoPod. I am Dallas Gridley, and with me as always is Austin Skinner. But with us not this week. Yeah.
We finally fired that motherfucker.
It worked. Me and Austin's plan has come together. We have kicked Bob Colling Jr. off the podcast.
That's right, buddy.
So you guys got what you wanted. This is not the first time that Dallas and Austin are running the show by themselves. And I don't want to brag here, Austin, but if what I saw was correct, that last time we were together was the most downloaded episode of IcoPod.
I was just going to say, I didn't want to bring it up because in light of Bob's absence here, it's still one of the most highly rated in the back catalog of IcoPod. So it's not the first time, and well, I can guarantee it ain't going to be the last time because it might be next week as well. But, yeah, I don't know. It's always kind of a nice maybe switch up of dichotomies when it's just me and Dallas kind of throwing this at you here. But Bob has done his good Samaritan deed. He's left us notes extensively. I think Dallas read 8 pages worth of notes.
Yeah, it's long as fuck.
So, yeah, we're in good hands. Bob is taking care of us. He is going to be missing in action this week, so you'll have to bear with us. It's our first Raw coming out of King of the Ring 1996, which I'm sure Dallas will cover. And I did want to just kind of harken back to that a little bit because I think as a whole, collective group, we were a little disappointed with King of the Ring. An entertaining show for show's sake, I would say. But, yeah, as far as the actual tournament and how things kind of shook out, some of the singles matches that we were looking forward to, I'd say we were all pretty disappointed with the pay-per-view. But that was episode 200. We are now on 201, as Dallas said, and we'll see what the aftermath is. I'm excited about our new King of the Ring, Steve Austin. I think that he's got probably the most momentum we've seen a superstar have since we started, as far as upward and forward momentum. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I agree. And I just want to say too, I'm the only reason I know Bob didn't give me the wrong episode number is because I do remember episode 200 being King of the Ring. So I was definitely expecting Bob to type in the wrong number, make me look like a fool when I opened the show. But I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
So that's good. But yeah, Bob did leave me some notes. But I guess before that, if we want to do a quick recap of King of the Ring as a whole, I don't know if we normally do that on IcoPod as far as what matches kind of took place and all that. But as Austin already said, I mean, Steve Austin won the whole thing. So I guess we don't really have to go through the tournament matches. Those don't really matter, except for the fact that Jake Roberts defeated Vader by disqualification. God. That was pretty rough.
How long do you think we'll see Jake Roberts still kicking around?
I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, because Warrior is already lasting longer than I expected.
I know.
I don't. If I was a betting man, Jake Roberts is not going to finish 1996 with us.
So you're thinking by December he's done?
God, I hope so.
I'm thinking before that, man. I really am.
I don't think he's going to make. I don't know if he'll make it that far, but what else does he have to do? That could have been his last match.
Well, here's the thing, though. Because I already see how this shit's going. Jake Roberts' last match in 96, I guarantee you this dude will be on a Survivor Series team. 100%.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you're right. You are 100% right about that.
I think we are stuck with him at least until November. But, dude, if he's lucky, it's November. And I'm hoping it's before that.
Yeah. Also at King of the Ring, we had Mankind defeating The Undertaker.
Huge victory there.
Absolutely huge. Ultimate Warrior defeated Jerry Lawler, which was just as exciting as you thought.
Yeah.
I'm reading these out of order, so my apologies. But the Smoking Guns defeated the Godwins to retain the titles.
That wasn't anything either, really.
Yeah. I mean, it was a bummer, man. And then there are two other non-King of the Ring matches where Ahmed Johnson winning the Intercontinental title from Goldust, which is pretty big.
Shocker, yeah.
And then Shawn retained against Bulldog in the main event, which I feel like they have yet to have a good match together.
Yeah, it was definitely a snooze fest. And that was another match where we were going into it hoping that, hey, what happened at Beware of Dog is behind them. There's a reason why the match was what it was. Hopefully this time around you have Bulldog, who's a decent worker, and Shawn's one of the greatest of all time workers. You'd think they'd be able to put the chemistry together. But again, I do feel like they dropped the ball. I put a lot of the blame on Bulldog because, as I've kind of said, since he returned to the company, I think they're trying to push him beyond his means. I don't think that at this time, mid to late 90s, I guess stick to mid 90s Bulldog, I don't think he's in a position to be a main event guy. I just don't buy it. There's not enough steam. He's bounced back and forth too many times between the two companies. There's no roots. So it's hard for me to buy into him as a legitimate threat. Maybe down the road, say in 97, if he's got a little bit more of a foothold and a positioning to make another move for the belt, I could totally see that. But I do think it's time for Shawn to move away from Bulldog and start doing something else. And I'll tell you what, you got a guy like Mankind beating Undertaker on pay-per-view. Is that your next challenger? Because holy shit. You can't really get much bigger than that unless you literally pin Shawn Michaels in a non-title match or something.
For real. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And yeah, there's a couple times where I certainly thought Bulldog, not that I necessarily believed he was going to win the belt, but I think he was a good challenger. And that time is come and gone. And it needs to end. And I think the fact that they did even the shitty storyline with Shawn.
It's so weak.
I think that's when you know, like, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mankind, that's a really great point as well, because beating The Undertaker is absolutely huge, especially for someone as new as Mankind is.
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
At least
that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. And really, I'm thinking about it. I mean, you could still kind of program him with The Undertaker, maybe loosely, but he needs to kind of swing off of that momentum. I mean, you can't just do that and then he's still feuding with The Undertaker exclusively. I feel like they need to bump him up if they're going to do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Also, one thing that I kind of skipped over, and I'm surprised it's not the first thing that came out of our mouths that happened at King of the Ring, was the loose cannon.
Oh, yes.
Brian Pillman officially has arrived. I mean, we saw the video package and stuff, but he was in the arena, hobbling on his crutches, and that's pretty damn exciting. So I'm pretty much looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, and I'll be pretty candid, as most people know. I mean, big, huge Brian Pillman fan. I don't think he ever gets enough credit for his contributions to wrestling. But hands down, my favorite part of the King of the Ring is not even words exchanged or a match or a move. It's that moment on the ramp when Steve Austin walks by Brian Pillman and they acknowledge each other and Pillman kind of gives him a fist like, yeah, take it to him. It's just that little special moment where Pillman's like on the verge of exploding into the company and making an impact. Steve Austin's on the verge of fucking exploding and being the biggest guy in the next 10 years. And it's like a brush of destiny. Here's these two guys. They've met up again. Of course, we assume that their paths are going to cross here in the WWF. I think it'd be a huge mistake if we don't think that's going to happen. And I think this promo that was on King of the Ring was positioned purposefully to kind of overlap with the Steve Austin segment. So I don't know. It's just that moment right there for me is my favorite of the whole show. The Pillman promo at King of the Ring is pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty jarring compared to a lot of the stuff we see.
Yeah.
I know, Dallas, you were talking about it, how it's like that hasn't sounded like anything we've heard ever.
Yeah, it was very new. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
So it was a welcome change for me.
Yeah. So I am totally looking forward to that. He's going to be very limited, which we already know. His leg is basically shattered, so that'll kind of have to see how it shakes out for us. But either way, to have him on the roster and know that he's going to be on episodes of Raw and shit moving forward, I'm very excited.
Yeah, I agree. And as we were kind of talking through King of the Ring here, I like to use Bob's website, WrestlingRecaps.com, as a resource for my wrestling needs, as always. So if you're interested in hearing some thoughts about King of the Ring 1996, Bob has an article called Girlfriend Watches, where his ex-girlfriend reacts to King of the Ring 1996. And it's
X being the key word there.
And it's pretty funny as I went through this. But she gave it an 8 out of 10. So
holy
there's a reason.
Holy fucking shit.
That's why I tell you what, there's a reason that she's an X.
Damn.
That show was not a fucking 8 out of 10.
Son of a bitch. Well, does she say what her favorite match is in there?
Let's see. I don't know if it's in the recap.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it has a specific favorite match listed, but it's basically Bob writing her commentary through the whole show, which I don't know how Bob got any. Good. How did Bob get any girl to sit down and watch this show for fucking 2 hours and 50 minutes is beyond me.
I know.
But you know what? More power to her and him for doing that, because the fact that Bob has watched the show more than one time, is a lot.
Yeah. With that said, if you're a listener, which you obviously are, because this is already, a couple minutes in here, but if you're a real listener, you'll do the same thing. You will sit your significant other down, man or female, and you will make them watch King of the Ring 96, and you will let us know what their thoughts are. And you know what? If they want to go so far as to give us a rating out of 10, we'd love to hear that too, because I know for one, my girlfriend would probably think it was a fucking 2 out of 10, because I don't think she'd have much interest or even really want to try and sit down and watch it. But no.
Yeah, mine would sit and play solitaire on her phone. That's like her new thing. So we wouldn't get very far into the intro video package, because we were watching a real good show, and she didn't give a shit. As I'm sitting there like, oh, like freaking out, and she's sitting there like, cool, dude, and it's like, okay, I can't enjoy anything these days.
Yeah. So.
But Bob did leave some observer notes, and some house show notes for this episode. So I guess we can get into that. And then if I don't know, we usually bullshit more with Bob around, but we can't talk about buttholes or pizza, because
that's literally Bob's MO, buttholes and pizza.
So it's throwing me off today. So let's go through these observer notes. We can react to them, and then if anything comes to mind, throw it out there. So there is a lawsuit between WCW and WWF that has begun regarding WCW's angle bringing in Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon.
Oh.
Yeah. The issue is regarding the likeness of their WWF characters appearing on WCW television. So that is happening.
Yeah, and this has got to be relative. They must really be jumping on this, because I know it's June of 96. I thought like mid-June of 96 where these guys are debuting. So it's like they waited no time at all to be like, nah, you can't do that shit.
Yeah, so Scott Hall made his Nitro debut on May 27th, 96, and Kevin Nash made his debut on June 10th. So we are, as of this, technically this Raw, we'll say, we're about 2 weeks.
Wow.
14 days.
before they're slapping him with a lawsuit. And don't get me wrong, really, after Scott Hall debuted, they probably should have followed up with it. Because I think more than anything, Scott Hall is being Razor Ramon shit ton.
Kevin Nash is literally being Kevin Nash. He's got the fucking baseball hat on.
That's the thing. It's like Kevin Nash is like a guy, Kevin Nash. But Scott Hall, the way he's acting, and he's even using the fucking accent still.
Yeah, the Scott Hall one is pretty much, like, I get it. I don't know. I have a weird thing about this and just in general. Because they would still do this shit today. Like, if someone walked on with a different character or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's weird because, like, I don't know. He's not using the name. If he was using the name that they probably have copyright, like, for the
promotional purposes, yeah.
The whole, like, likeness of essentially an accent is, like, kind of weird to me. Like, hey, you have an accent and you're like, your normal, probably everyday look. Yeah, that's ours too.
Well, and it gets into, you can't copyright what somebody physically looks like.
Well, that's the weird thing. It's like
it looks like Razor Ramon because it's Scott Hall who played Razor Ramon.
And it's not like he had a mask on with a logo that they definitely, like, created themselves. It's like if Mankind took that mask that they made for him and went to WCW. Yeah. Scott Hall looks like fucking Razor Ramon, like you said, because it is. It is who it is.
Right. I don't know. With the voice thing, just because it is so specifically, like, he does that Miami Cuban accent thing because of the Razor Ramon character. It does end up blending into who Scott Hall is. Like, that, his voice basically becomes the Razor Ramon voice.
Yeah.
But I could see where they're, at this time in 96, like, oh, well, he's just being Razor Ramon without saying the name.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do I think it's lawsuit worthy and do I think they have legs to stand on? No, I fucking don't. Because again, they're not using the gear and the image of Razor Ramon to promote Scott Hall. Mm-hmm. They're not nameplate calling him Scott Hall.
Yep.
There's really no reference, or calling him Razor Ramon. There's no reference to that character other than maybe the similar voice. And if they're going to do that, then WCW can sure as shit turn around and be like, yo, you know how you do them fucking segments on Raw all the time? Well, let's talk about that, buddy. Oh, it's parody? Oh, well, that's all we're doing then, too. It's fucking parody. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really great point.
So, I can't believe how petty WWF is at this time, dude. The fucking billionaire Ted shit. Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Nitro starts. And now as soon as Razor debuts, who was a pretty big star for them for several years, at least the last 4, they're like, no, we're going to shut this shit down.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, there's someone else who will eventually go to WCW later this year, and I'm curious if they will be also hit with a lawsuit because they also look the same as their WWF character. And, you can put the pieces together. I don't know. Is he a country singer? I don't know, but that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does he wear the same shit? Maybe. So it's like, we'll see. I'm really curious to hear if that ends up coming up.
I don't know.
But we'll find out. I should have actually started with this note, but unlike what I generally do for the TNA Cross the Line podcast is I read through the notes because I'm the one who reads them. I should have read through these before I started talking to him on air. But the King of the Ring ended up with 84% thumbs up.
What the fuck?
7% gave it a thumbs down and 8% gave it a thumbs in the middle. So that's pretty fucking wildly different than we did.
Wow, 84% thumbs up.
Yeah. And now
I don't know. At this time, I probably would have done at least maybe a thumbs in the middle.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Now, I like to play a game with Bob over on the TNA show where I make him guess the best and the worst matches. So, Austin, what do you think was the best match voted on by the wrestlers, or the readers, excuse me, of the Observer?
Oh, my God. There isn't one. I'm gonna say, fuck, no. I don't know. Mankind Undertaker. I don't know.
It was a Shawn Michaels and Bulldog.
You're kidding me. I was gonna vote that
No.
as the worst.
Yeah, dude. A Heartbreak Kid Bulldog was voted on as the best match. But what do you think was voted on as the worst?
Well, it's got to be something stupid like Steve Austin versus Jake the Snake or something.
Yeah, it was Vader and Jake.
Okay. Yeah.
So, same idea.
Well, yeah. I guess so.
So that one's a little bit easier to guess, but.
Damn.
And then the last note before the house show notes is, besides the 6-man main event, also at the International Incident pay-per-view, there will be Undertaker versus Goldust. So apparently, so Undertaker can get his win back, and now that Goldust doesn't have the IC title,
Right.
he can do a lot more jobs. Mankind versus Jake Roberts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. And Savio Vega versus Justin Bradshaw. And then he assumes that Smoking Guns versus the Body Donnas will also take place. So I would say International Incident is turning out not too hot.
Well, and it's so funny because, like, we've been trying to hype these fucking in your houses up to be like, all right, we're going to get monthly pay-per-views. This is going to be great. Mm-hmm. Dude, these sometimes are worse than, like, the episodes of fucking Raw that we're getting.
I think I agree with that, which is pretty bad. And it's saying a lot because some of these Raws fucking are rough.
I just don't know how at this time in 96, when the company's on a rocky foundation as it is, people are shelling out this money every month to watch these bullshit ass thrown together pay-per-views. Where it's either they did it last pay-per-view and here it comes again, or it's, hey, this doesn't make sense, but you might want to see it, so here you fucking go.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that I probably should just start skipping the In Your House pay-per-views and just keep nostalgia alive of like, yeah, In Your House was pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, because, like, it's definitely that.
Because I was pretty hyped when we were like all the first one. Like, oh, I can't wait. We're watching all of them, and like, there's been some that are like okay compared to a lot of other stuff, but like, they're pretty rough.
Dude, I can't think of one In Your House, and I'm sure there has been. I just don't remember. But right now at this moment, I can't remember one In Your House where it was like, oh, that was the best pay-per-view of the year.
Yep, I agree with that.
Like, absolutely fucking not.
I agree. And I can't even remember the ones that are decent.
I know. And then, okay, here we go. Goldust's momentum has been totally axed. Like, that dude's done. They're fucking jobbing him out now. After this super good build-up with a really different character. No, he's getting the axe. He's fucked. Who the absolute fuck wants to see Mankind and Jake Roberts fight? Are you shitting me?
I don't understand that.
Maybe if Jake was in his prime.
I mean, is that just so like Mankind can get another like quote like viable win? Like, oh, he's pinning Jake Roberts, like the legend. Because there's no way. Obviously, Jake is not winning that. Like, can we be real? So.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
I guess. But, like, is it even really a big deal if you beat Jake Roberts at this point? Because everybody now has been beating him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so at all, to be honest with you.
I don't know. That's insane to me. That feels like they're dropping the ball with a Mankind for a pay-per-view. But again, we got to think back. This is an In Your House that they're telling us they don't care about.
Yep.
So I guess we got to look at it that way. Smoking Guns, Body Donnas, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but is it bad that sounds like the best match that I just read?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fucking shit.
That's pretty bad.
Was Warrior on that?
He was not listed, at least not on this potential listing.
So he said, no thanks, I don't want to fly overseas, so fuck you.
It's got to be what it is, right?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what that is.
Because where does International Incident take place?
I think it's the UK, isn't it?
I'm going to look it up quick.
Or maybe Germany?
WWF. Let's see, because I feel like they said, but I don't remember, to be honest with you.
It's one of those two.
No, it's only in Canada. British Columbia.
Are you fucking
Vancouver,
kidding me?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
These sons of bitches are calling it international incident, and this shit's in Canada. Oh my god, I can't even believe that. That is so typical WWF, though.
Right.
I should have known.
Well, what can you do? And that's on July 21st, by the way, so we got a little time before we get there, but
About a month.
just for a reference point.
Yeah.
Let's head over to the house show notes, and we'll see if we're going to want to attend this show, but, you know, I could probably already guess, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, WWF had a house show in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and it just says arena. Unless it's the Manitoba Arena, but it just says arena. June 22nd, 1996, and 5,500 people were in attendance.
Okay.
And it featured the following couple matches here. Savio Vega pinned Steve Austin in 12 minutes and 10 seconds with a spin kick, which is a very odd choice after he just won King of the Ring. Oh, no, this is technically before, I guess. No, this is before King of the Ring.
Yeah.
So my bad. I take back what I just said, but that's weird. Henry and Phineas Godwin defeated WWF Tag Team Champions, the Smoking Guns, via disqualification in 6 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yikes.
Mark Merrow with Sable pinned Hunter Hearst Helmsley at 9 minutes and 35 seconds with a reversal. I don't know what he reversed, but he reversed something.
Okay.
Mankind defeated Jake Roberts via submission at 7 minutes and 50 seconds with the Mandible Claw. Prior to the bout, Roberts threw his snake on Mankind before the match.
Okay.
Yeah. Ahmed Johnson pinned Owen Hart at 4 minutes and 45 seconds with the
4 minutes?
Yeah,
fuck.
Oh, it don't get any better, because in the main event, Yokozuna pinned Vader in 4 minutes and 45 seconds with a leg drop.
Holy shit, dude. So the longest match was the first one, Savio Vega, Steve Austin.
It sure was. I'll tell you what, though. On paper, that's not a bad show.
I was just going to say, there's not that much fluff, which is nice. All these guys are being featured somewhat.
So if I didn't know the outcomes of this, I would have went to this show.
Yeah, I would say so, too. I'm not getting no front row shit.
Well, you can't at this point. But
no.
I do think that overall, like, that's one of the strongest cards I think we've heard in a while, to be honest.
And like I said, there's not a fucking wild Aldo Montoya appearance.
Or like bushwhackers bullshit, like that randomly like show up.
Yeah, especially like in Canada and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that in our life.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think I agree with you. Bob's already at the show. That's why he's not on this week's episode. He's waiting in BC for us.
Yeah, he just went to Manitoba.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll meet him there.
Yeah, well, I guess unless you got anything else, Austin, before we get going here, I guess it's time to get into the show. So
it's just a one house show then.
Just one house show, man. That's it. Pretty short, and pretty short notes, really. And unfortunately, nothing too exciting. But coming off a pay-per-view, I think we can kind of expect that.
Yeah, it's funny too, because this is kind of the time where you would think coming into this, it's like, okay, we know what the next steps are, and we know where we're going, but really, according to the notes, and really what we just discussed, we're kind of going into this episode of Raw blind. I mean, they're switching the script on us a little bit because, the feuds moving forward are not the ones we're really building off of from King of the Ring. So I think that's interesting. Again, is it because they're building to a fluff pay-per-view? Yeah, probably. And, we'll probably get back to our main course heading into, say SummerSlam or something like that. But, I think this episode's going to be interesting in that fact of we should know what's pretty much exactly going to happen, or at least transpire here on Raw, but we don't really know.
No, that's true. And, I mean, Bob's really missing out, man. Probably the only live Raw that we're going to get for at least the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So, Bob, you're missing out. But that's okay. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna figure out a way to get through this. Will we talk about buttholes? Maybe. Will we talk about pizza? Probably. Will there be a SpongeBob reference? You never know. So, if you want to follow along, fire up the Peacock, which we all just love so much. Let's see.
Yeah.
This is season 4, episode 25. This is the June 24th, 1996 episode of Monday Night Raw. So load that up. If you have the one with ads, screech. Don't. Upgrade. It's $5 more. It's
Shell out the fucking money.
Actually, I'll read it during the show, but Screech texted me earlier, and I saw the name Triple H in the text, and I was like, I'll read this later. And, so, and he did. So I will read this on air.
Good.
Momentarily once we get going. So let's load this up. I don't usually do the countdown, so this should be interesting. So
Great.
Get that up. We're on a black screen. This goes 49 minutes and 8 seconds, and yes, that's the correct time because Bob always says it wrong. Oh, mine's spinning. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, you already clicked on it?
No, I was just spinning anyways.
Oh.
I think we're good. Okay, I'm going to click in a second, though. So I'm going to count down from 5, and when I say play, hit the play button. Right? I think that's what Bob says. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Holy shit, mine started as soon as you said it, dude. Great timing there.
And here comes... We're in Green Bay tonight, baby. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Looks pretty busy. Pretty packed.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh my God, Hunter, this is too perfect. Let's see who his opponent is, and then I'll read this Screech note here. Lawler on commentary.
Yeah. Jerry Lawler, Vince McMahon on commentary. I feel like the graphics are a little different tonight, maybe.
I don't know if I guess I don't know if it's been 2 weeks since we saw Raw. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Who's this? Ahmed Johnson, they said, I think? Intercontinental champion?
Shit. Triple H is fucked if it's Ahmed Johnson.
Right.
We're getting shots at the crowd here. It definitely seems like this is a bigger arena for Raw or something. I don't know. The entrance looks long.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it's a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up how many people are in this arena tonight. King of the Ring Coliseum home video exclusive. It's Ahmed celebrating backstage. There's Shawn Michaels. Actually, we saw this because the network version
is the Coliseum home video version.
So we saw that, actually.
Ahmed getting full pyro here to make his entrance. Remember, he is the new Intercontinental Champion. By the way, he's holding it upside down.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, and it's still the ugly spray-painted leather gold strap, which I feel like they probably should have just switched out. But, again, this is 24 hours removed from the pay-per-view, so I guess I understand.
I mean, fair. That's a really fair point that you just brought up, though.
Yeah. The whole front row on hard cam is all wearing Burger King crowns and matching T-shirts. Can't tell what the T-shirts are yet, but they're there.
That is pretty funny. There is a shit ton of them. So someone went and then literally passed out crowns, which I would have taken one as well. Yeah,
for sure. Ahmed here pushing Triple H away a couple times. He's definitely looking like much more of a star than Hunter Hearst Helmsley is, especially considering Hunter Hearst Helmsley's track record as of late. Let's not forget he basically did a job to Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania and lost in the first round of the King of the Ring. So
it's great. So we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is the Brown County Expo Center, and according to Cage Match, we have 4,660 people in attendance.
Huh. I would have guessed more than that.
Look at this. Tonight, Steve Austin versus The Undertaker, apparently.
Oh, what are they going to do with that?
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Well, you can't fucking have Undertaker lose again on Raw, but you ain't having Austin lose.
Right.
Tonight,
and there's Sunny.
She's showing us her OnlyFans. Tonight, a shit ton of guys. Bulldog, Vader, Owen, a couple other guys.
So we got a lot going on.
Yeah, let me turn on subtitles, too, while we're watching here. Guy's in a fucking headlock.
So, let's see what Screech says to me here. So he said, you guys know Triple H was supposed to go over in 96, but because of the curtain call, he lost the push. Thank goodness. WWE, by making Stone Cold the winner, was the right move. push a guy who barely deserves. He meant mid card, but he said mod card. A mid card like Hunter would have made WCW win the war.
Oh my god, I don't know if I'd go that far. I actually did know that. I knew that they were putting the screws to Hunter Hearst Helmsley at this time, and I knew that, originally, maybe at the start of the year, they kind of had him as the shoe-in to win. But I think things happen for a reason.
Yeah, and also Mike Campbell also made a comment about the same exact thing on a recent episode of IcoPod over on our Facebook page, along with saying that occupational wrestler is his new favorite term. But, that's what we're watching. We're in that time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. We're slowly getting out of it, which is nice, but, it's still that. Oh, Ahmed barely making it over the top rope after Triple H pulled the top rope down on a Irish whip. They're trying to start hot and heavy here, but...
yeah, they're trying. There you go.
What the fuck is Triple H? Oh, he's doing a baseball slide. I thought he was going to jump out.
Yeah, we wish.
We're at ringside here. Those commentary tables are pieces of absolute shit. Those are black tables with, black cloth over the top.
Yeah, those don't look too hot, man.
I don't know what this is. This isn't how Raw is usually set up. Usually they got a little bit of a nicer table than that, don't they?
I'm not 100%, but those ones look shittier than normal, if anything.
Yeah, for sure. Triple H's Lady of the Night is sitting ringside, although we did not see her during the entrance, so I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he got the jobber entrance but we were going live on the air, and he was already in the ring, taunting, so.
Right. We also did not get the traditional Raw opening video package, which I think is interesting.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. Well, because sometimes they'll show the entrance and then they'll cut to the video, but we haven't seen it at all. So
they're trying to start out hot. Well, they could also
on a new one.
They could be doing that, or I could see that being Nitro might have started Ben starting without doing it, you know what I mean, or something weird could have happened, and they're like, let's just get right to the action, and then maybe people will stay tuned in.
Yeah, that's true. Ahmed surprisingly not looking as strong as he normally does. I feel like Triple H has been in control for the most part here.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
So I don't really like that at all.
He's just your new Intercontinental Champion. Who needs to look strong?
Dude, yeah, this should have been fucking done. Oh, we're getting a picture-in-picture here. We got Marlena and Goldust standing by. Vince is asking him if it's bizarre to be watching the new Intercontinental Champion wrestle.
Huh. He goes, I'll be back. Terminator, 1984. So he's using Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes.
Interesting.
He does look pissed.
He just called him a mandingo?
Is that what he said?
Holy shit, you can't say that.
Oh, boy. Well, Goldust is looking more serious in this vignette. He is pissed, so maybe this will be a positive turn for the character.
I fucking hope so, but I doubt it.
Yeah, me too, but...
He brings up Undertaker. He says he's already buried him in his own casket. Drop him in the ground and shovel dirt on his poor, pathetic soul. So he's already alluding to the Undertaker stuff, which, I mean, I don't know. I guess is fine, but all right, whatever. We're done with that. What are you eating, dude? SpaghettiOs?
Pizza. No, I'm just kidding. This is a balsamic bliss bowl. It has mozzarella cheese tossed in olive oil, sea salt, and crushed red pepper with some baby spinach, some baked chicken, and tomatoes that were roasted with the chicken, and some rice. And it has a balsamic glaze on top with some lemon juice.
So is that a HelloFresh meal, or who made that?
No, me and Kaylee make this often. It's actually very delicious.
It sounds good, but it just doesn't strike me as let's just make some balsamic glazed baked chicken salad tonight.
I don't know, dude. I'll send you the recipe. I actually think you might like this.
Well, yeah, but where the fuck did it come from is what I'm saying.
Oh, we just found it online.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way you're just like casually. Oh, let's just do some baby spinach fucking baked chicken salad.
No way.
You son of a bitch. Speaking of baked salad and some chicken here, we're getting pretty baked out and dried out by this opening match, I would say.
Well, let's see. We're about to hit. We're at ready 9 minutes, and
Oh,
it's been a 9-minute match
yeah.
essentially.
We've caught Hunter Hearst Helmsley in a bear hug, so.
Oh wow, that was quite the atomic drop. Hunter went all the way across the ring. Whippleman is our referee, which is it just me, or do we think that he's going to eventually be in like a storyline after being referee?
Yeah, I do. And if they're not doing that, they're obviously trying to pretend that he was never a manager.
It's very weird.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Ahmed press slams Helmsley. Crowd's going nuts for Ahmed, though, I got to say. His tights are... We have one full butt cheek exposed.
At all times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's extra tonight, but...
You can see his baked chicken through them.
Yeah, the chicken nugs are about to hang out at the bottom, too, but...
For sure, yeah. I don't get the Harvey Whippleman thing, and I'm pretty sure Vince has said stuff on commentary before.
Yeah, I do, too.
Pointing out that he was the referee. So that's got to probably be on purpose. Big spine buster there by Ahmed. I don't know. I just feel like these guys should not be having this kind of match. Ahmed Johnson should have just fucking destroyed this dude.
Yeah. We're going to see the Pearl River Plunge.
People are getting right on their feet for it. They definitely want to see it. Oh, reverse.
Oh. Those guys in the front just all have the same Raw shirt on. It's like a director cut thing, but it says Raw on it.
Yeah, it's like the clapper board. Yeah. Probably fucking heat pressed onto those shirts, if I had to guess. Just really pieces of shit.
Yeah, they didn't make those.
No.
Or, sorry, they don't sell those, is what I meant
to
say.
WWE didn't make those.
Yes.
We're back in the corner now. Let's see, we were picking up, but they're fucking slowing it down again.
Yeah, this is weird. So
I just don't see Hunter Hearst Helmsley as the guy who would be taking it to Ahmed Johnson.
Do you see Goldust challenging Ahmed for the title again, or are we just automatically getting away from that?
I think they should, because unlike most of the storylines, theirs seemed pretty strong and compelling. I mean, you have a guy who's clearly against everything that Goldust stands for. And Goldust is trying to be like the pseudo good guy by giving him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but really it's just to aggravate Ahmed Johnson.
Right.
I think there's a good chemistry there. I don't think it should be their last match, but do I see them booking it again? If they're not doing an international incident, I feel like we're not going to see a rematch then.
That's kind of what I'm thinking as well.
Pearl River Plunge out of nowhere. Fucking slammed Triple H down. And gets the 3 count. That was a cool finish.
Yeah, it was. That wasn't too bad. I mean, there were some dull moments, but that wasn't an awful opening match.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm so used to seeing how dominant Ahmed Johnson is. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, I agree with that. But we've definitely seen worse opening matches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And it shows that at least Ahmed can have somewhat of a match and not have to dominate the whole thing for you to even want to take a second look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did it run long? Yeah, I think it did, but they just slowed the pin down, and Ahmed Johnson, while he was pinning Triple H, was saying, "Goddamn motherfucker."
Oh boy, Doc Hendricks in there. The biggest victory in your career happened last night. Ahmed, your title's still gold. Tell us what you think.
He's just out here to get himself over is what's going on here.
Well,
we haven't heard a lot of Ahmed promos. Let's see where this goes. Well, he won't last long. Mike Doc.
Oh, wow. He's the first African-American champion of the world, he says. So he's in the history books.
I think he's mixing that up. You're gonna hear me out. He wants everybody to understand he's defending the belt for African Americans. He's defending the belt for everybody in here. Black, white, red, or green.
Oh, shit, Austin. There's one of those Raw shirts. Maybe they were selling them.
Could be. Either that or the Hebners are out back making a fucking killing. One of the two.
Wow. There you go.
The belt has been around the wrong waist. He's going to defend it for the people from now on.
Speaking of bootleg shirts, do you remember when Cloudy got fired and couldn't get booked at TCW again because of that whole incident with the merch?
Oh yeah.
Well, me and Bob recently just went to an Excite Wrestling show, and Cloudy was there, and Bob started yelling, "Hide the merch!"
Oh, oh my god! Did he acknowledge it or no?
No, he didn't. Well, and then also at the 2CW show, the last one that Cloudy was actually at, he was throwing up in the match. He threw up under the ring and shit.
Yeah, that's.
And so I was yelling, "Don't throw up."
Nice. Nice little tidbit here. I've seen in the crowd at this show that there's a Vince and Jerry for 96 sign, which I think would be a hint at Jerry Jarrett. So people are knowing that he's playing somewhat of a role backstage, or at least has been in talks in doing so. So that's interesting. We're getting a recap here, video footage, believe it or not, from Royal Rumble. Just brief clips of some of the stuff that transpired. They're making this Sean Bulldog match look really good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No. I'm surprised they're showing as much as they are for this little encore hype video.
I think they're really trying to get you to want to go and watch it again.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Sunny.
She got her own video package here.
I know, she's by herself. But hey, since she's coming out, I wonder if there's been any updates.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
She was just in the hospital, which I think explained the lack of them, but...
Oh. I'm just waiting until she makes her fucking 5th trip to prison. Oh,
what's
boy.
this? A foot action commercial.
Foot action commercial. Is foot action even around anymore?
I don't know, man.
They were a couple of years ago. If they're out of business, it hasn't been long.
Okay, so there is some Sunny updates. It doesn't look like... I like when she writes really vulgar shit, because it, makes us pop on here, but...
Oh. Burger King, get your burgers worth at Burger King. That's the sponsor here tonight. Foot Action USA. Wonder how much you're paying for that bullshit. Sunny is ringside joining Vince McMahon and Jerry Lawler. Her tits are just hanging the fuck out.
Well, that's Sunny for you. She had a finally out of the hospital sale. We can get your first month 50% off and enjoy new photos and videos I'm shooting now in San Diego.
Oh, shit, dude. We should have jumped on that. That's a good deal. So instead of $74.99 a month, it was only $50.
Right? And then she posted again, 50% off sale for the next week. Massive photo shoot done today. Sample shots available to view now. And a behind-the-scenes video is now on the page. Listen, if Bob wants to stop being a punk ass, okay? And Bob, if you don't listen to us right now, and you're not listening to this part of the episode, fuck you. Stop being a punk ass, and you subscribe to Sunny's OnlyFans with the IcoPod email address. Use the IcoPod credit card.
Absolutely.
And we will do research. It is for research.
Whoa.
What was that?
I don't know. A fan was sending in a nude. 7. Who the fuck? This is... Who is this?
These are fan videos.
Oh, and they're playing characters? Randy Blake looks like fucking Amish roadkill.
I think, is it finding the next person that Sunny will manage? Is that what's happening? I think it might be.
Oh, okay.
Look, Cloudy's here.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking
I'd
of
love
Sonny,
to know whose idea that fucking was.
This is Sonny's most recent picture. I don't know if that'll focus. With the filters on, she's not looking bad.
Yeah, you know what? She's not. Her forehead's about the size of Darth Vader, but
So are her boobs.
those are looking smashed.
Yeah, so with all the filters and makeup on, Sonny's not looking bad.
Yeah, but dude, when you're subscribed to OnlyFans, you can't do no video filter.
Well,
You're seeing the real deal sex appeal, baby.
Yes, you are.
Here's the matchup we got for you on TV right now. The Body Donnas versus fucking Brooklyn Brawler. And who's that? Scott Taylor with him?
I didn't get a look at him.
Yeah.
I think I have the card still pulled up. It's actually Jerry Fox.
Oh, I don't know who the Fox that is. Yeah, that gives you an idea how long this one should last, I would think.
Rockin' Randy. That's who he is.
Oh, okay.
And Goon #1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Thumb to the eyes. Brooklyn Baller is in control here. Definitely going to be making a run for a strap sometime soon.
I would assume. Ahmed Johnson, watch out, because he's got the Rip Yankee shirt and dirty jeans, and he's ready to fight.
I think they dropped the ball by only having Abe Knuckleball Schwartz in the crowd on Raw. I think he should have stuck with that gimmick. That was a fucking winner if I ever saw one. You know, Cornette always says the only way a guy's a main eventer if he passes the marquee test. Like, if you can read his name on a marquee and think, oh, wow, that, like Steve Austin, like that guy sounds like a badass. If Abe Knuckleball Schwartz isn't a marquee name, I don't know what the fuck is.
Abe Knuckle. That's an interesting way to look at it. I never thought about it like that. Like, yeah. I like that, the marquee thing.
Yeah, that's what he says all the time. Look at this guy's fucking tights.
I know.
It looks like a mix of Coco Beware and fucking Spark Plug Holly, I guess.
Wait a second. Sunny is saying she's bringing in a singles wrestler to maybe even take the WWF title from Shawn Michaels or the Intercontinental title or all four with the tag team. She said she's not going to tell us now, though. It'll be a big surprise for everybody.
If I had to guess with WWF's track record, it's probably fucking like King Kong Bundy or some bullshit.
It's not going to be good. Not going to be good.
It ain't going to be good. It's not going to be like a new, young, hip guy on the rise. It's going to be some asshole.
Even if it is someone new, it's going to be a flop. Like
a fucking J Brown. Yeah. No doubt about it. What were you saying?
I was gonna say I feel like Skip's looking pretty good, like pretty good shape. He's not wearing like that awful singlet, so that's probably helping. But
yeah, watching Skip here. I recently watched a Hostile City Showdown, an ECW pay-per-view. Or no, you know what? I had it downloaded. Oh God, he barely got him up for that sit-down powerbomb there for Zip. But you know what? I actually watched Heatwave 98, which historically is considered the best ECW pay-per-view of all time. And there's a Candido match on there with Lance Storm, and I figured, you know what? Let me sit down and watch Candido and try to appreciate him. I don't know, man. I still just wasn't interested.
I haven't seen that show.
And that's like a peak Candido. Like that was a good match. I just couldn't get into him.
Oh, there you go. Zip got the pin on Jerry Fox. Cloudy is celebrating ringside.
I'm sick of that fucker, too.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
No.
What is she doing over here? Sonny wants Cloudy away.
She?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think it's so lame that it's Sonny and Cloudy. What a bunch of bullshit that is. He's walking her away from ringside here. Imagine you get like signed to the WWF. You're like, all right, we're going to use you on weekly television. You're going to be signed. And you got to be fucking Cloudy, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Do you think this might be a long shot too? But you have what we know is a guy in drag essentially. Does it take away?
There's no hiding it.
Does it take away from the Goldust character?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we getting a fucking barbershop window?
Dude, it was cut in so randomly.
They're talking about the Rockers and shit right now. Is it all about? Oh, it's all about Shawn Michaels. It sounds like. Well, Marty's
are they trying to say that Sonny's bringing Marty in to fucking fight Shawn?
That'd be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous. Next week, we're getting a singles match. As if this feud hasn't played out enough already.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Might be good, though. They've historically had good matches. We haven't seen them have a bad match. There's a sign in the crowd, Sonny, will you play with me?
Look at this Sabu sign right there.
Wow, yeah, Sabu right there.
Then there's Sonny Delight. Cloudy's chasing King into the crowd, trying to kiss him. That's pretty funny.
Oh, my God. See, yeah, it does play into the Goldust thing way too much. I agree.
Oh, boy. Aldo Montoya, Savio Vega, and Barry Horowitz in the ring.
So this is a tag match, I would think.
Is this that big one with Cornette's team?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, because there is Bulldog. Vader, I see. Owen. Okay, so this is going to be about 2 minutes long.
It fucking better be, dude. It better be, because, like...
Diana.
Those are 3 of your biggest quote-unquote stars that you're fucking using.
Oh, God. I'm just like you with Candido, dude. Vader... I can't.
No, WWF Vader is not good. We're about 25 minutes and 36, 37, 38 seconds in. So a little past halfway here.
Yeah, I'm actually a couple seconds ahead, I think.
Okay.
But that might have been
Owen is still wearing the cast, by the way.
Yeah, which is like a weird gimmick I don't really understand, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Jim Cornette's going to be on commentary. Oh, my God. Nobody invited me.
I like his suit tonight.
Well, yeah, he's wearing a fucking normal color suit, gray jacket, black shirt, red tie.
Yeah. I can't. Poor Savio has been saddled with these fuckers.
I was just thinking the same exact thing. You could have put anyone else instead of Savio right here.
I know. Ooh, I don't like Owen's new tights here. The slammy and the blocked out font on top. Nah, not a fan of that.
Yeah, those look kind of chunky.
Yeah. Well, he's starting to kick things off here. They're doing a lower third for International Incident, Sunday, July 21st. Owen kicking things off with Barry here.
Barry Horowitz now. Here we go.
He's got a full goatee, which is weird. Has he had that before?
Barry?
Yeah, I thought it was a beard that he did.
I thought so too. So the just goatee might, or does he? Oh, he's got some stubble, but the goatee is much more pronounced.
Yeah, I guess he does. Oh boy, here comes Savio. Owen begs off and backs off into the corner. Tags in Bulldog. Let's see here. Now, if anybody should be getting steam on the face team, it's fucking Savio. So he should... Yeah, okay, here we go.
There we go. Taking down Bulldog, gets a 2 count, pops up with a drop kick, and another one. And
I still feel like Savio got a really bad shake, and he probably could have done a lot more than they let him do.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
He's not the greatest, but like he's consistent, and you can kind of count on him to have a decent match, which is more than you can say for 90% of the guys that come in and out at this time.
Oh, for real.
So, yeah, I don't know. Vader's in here clubbing away. I don't think anybody gives an absolute fuck.
I don't.
He just killed Savio with a fucking short arm clothesline.
That's what Vader's doing around the ring. Fucking barking like a dog.
Yeah. Good God. I have chili waiting for me downstairs, which I'm very excited for.
That
I
sounds
was, yeah, I was recently out of town for work,
That's right.
and I attended a chili cook-off.
Oh, really?
Dude, let me tell you.
Wait, do you have chili from the cook-off?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I had some pretty fucking good chili there, and ever since I've been in the mood for freaking chili. And I know I'm gonna be disappointed because this ain't no chili cook-off chili.
Did you guys make it or did you buy it?
So a little bit of both. We do 1 can of vegetarian chili, and then we mix our own beans and peppers and stuff in it, our own seasoning. So it's a little bit of a cheating,
Okay.
but it's still good. And we eat it a lot because we probably have it maybe once every week or so because dating a vegetarian, your options are somewhat limited. So it's something we both like. So we do have it quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, Kaylee makes chili. That's pretty damn good.
I actually found a really good little, well, there's a million of them in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but Pepper Palace
Oh, I've heard of that.
is like a place where it's all different spices and hot sauces and stuff.
Oh, wait. It's like the store?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. We have that at Destiny.
Pepper Palace?
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's the same thing. Hold on.
Oh, I thought it was only in like Florida and Tennessee.
No, I think we have that. Yeah, we do.
Well, dude, you better fucking go there because
I've been there.
dude.
When you could try all the samples, I was there.
Oh no, they were letting you try them in Tennessee.
Oh, really? I haven't been in a while, but
Oh my god, I could have spent fucking $50 in there on hot sauce.
wow.
I did buy 1 bottle. We did just miss the finish though. What the fuck happened?
I think it was a submission. But yeah, it was that was pretty quick.
Well, it needed to be. Your heel team wins, obviously. I guess via submission. Maybe Owen had a sharpshooter locked in or something. I don't know. We're getting the same promo package for the King of the Ring replay, which is fucking bullshit. They just showed this fucking 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, good thing they're doing it again.
But yes, Pepper Palace, if you have one in your area, fucking go. Because I tried probably 8 hot sauces, and I wanted to buy every single fucking one.
I like that shit, man.
Dude, so good. So good. And they have barbecue sauces, they have dry rubs. I'm just a sucker for that place, so. I did buy one. It's called Christmas in the Smokies. And it's not related to Christmas whatsoever. But the heat is really good and the flavor is really good. So
That's all you need.
I bought it. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
Pillman coming down to the ring here looking fucking pissed.
Okay.
More to come. We're going to commercial break.
He's wearing that awesome vest.
Dude. I know. What the fuck is this
We're
workout?
coming back to yeah. It's got to be a bullshit fucking in your house promo or something, right?
I don't know, or yeah, something like where a star is gonna come in and beat him up.
Yeah.
Guy's just lifting weights here on a bench press. Just a no-name guy. Like, who the fuck is this? Wait a second.
Oh.
That was a fucking swerve. He gets in a wheelchair and wheels away. Unleash the warrior inside you.
And it's the Warrior logo. Whoa,
you gotta
dude.
be shitting me, man.
Wait a second. Steve Austin's in the ring. Brian Pillman is ringside.
Again, no coincidence, I would think.
I said, what I need to find out right now is who the hell I need to talk to is to get my goddamn money.
Did they bleep it out?
I didn't hear any bleeps.
Holy shit. He's got to get in the ring, Vince says.
And he said, I don't have to get in the ring. I just got to get in your face.
Where's my cash?
I mean, is that kind of hinting at, like, hey, you're actually the boss, give me my money?
Yeah, I think so.
Because at this point, unless you're a smart fan or something, you don't technically know Vince is the owner, right?
I don't know. I think the cat is maybe halfway out of the bag. I like that Pillman goes, wait, I'm not done talking to you, and they cut him off. Again, another Pillman segment butted up against the Steve Austin segment. I like when they do that shit.
I'm surprised it's something that they would do, though.
I know. Lights out here. We got the Undertaker coming out. Is this, I guess, our main event of the night? And it looks like they're going to get some significant time here.
Yeah, we got over 10 minutes left of the show. So.
Yeah, wow. It's closer to 15 minutes, actually. I guess I'm okay with that. Steve Austin, Undertaker should be decent.
You would think there's something to that.
Yeah.
Especially in hindsight. It's pretty cool to see.
Right. Exactly.
I think that's my favorite part of going back on old shows like this is like, oh.
This is the first time they wrestled. Look at that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It's cool.
But we got at least 5 minutes here. Undertaker's coming out.
Yeah, I was going to say. I did download the new Grand Theft Auto. Came out on November 11th. I have yet to play it or start it because I have not been home. So
well, I'll tell you right now. I've heard bittersweet things.
Correct. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it, to be honest with you. But I am looking forward to trying it because if anybody's a sucker for some GTA fucking Vice City, buddy, it's me.
There you go.
And you go back to those games now on PS2, you can't play that shit on PS2. You can't even see what it is.
Maybe I need to break the PS2 out because I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not, especially once I heard there's like issues and stuff.
And the thing that sold me, a lot of the complaints are like the graphics or whatever. But the thing that more sold me on it is like it's been updated with controls and that sort of stuff because they're hard to go back and play.
Well, here's the thing. Graphics updates, like I get people want fucking super HD remakes.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I've been playing Mario 64 and I don't give a shit that looks like, it was made back in the 90s or whatever it was because it looks better than it did then because our TVs are better and like, I don't know.
Exactly.
That's like part of the fun for me. I don't know.
No, I'm in the same way. If you fucking update it all, it might as well be a different game.
And don't get me wrong. I wouldn't complain if all of a sudden they redid like Mario 64 and it was like the new like 3D Mario style. Oh, I'd eat that shit up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to complain of like, well, this is the updated one. Why is it not looking how I want?
Yeah. And I don't know. It's bugs, and new games always have bugs, so it's like whatever. You know what I mean? I think people are being a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. Although I saw that if you use cheat codes, it turns off like the trophies and achievements, which I think is kind of funny.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I think. Unless it's like you're doing
that
it maybe.
That does kind of suck.
Well, because that's like silly. I mean.
Yeah.
I used to care a lot more about like achievements and trophies though, so like I don't know if I'd really care, but.
No, I know. And really, some of them older games where there's a very loose storyline, that's why you're playing it anyway, to put the cheat codes in and fuck around.
Well, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. If we got together and you were like, dude, I'm going to fire up Vice City, my ass is ready. Like, I'll play the fuck out of that with you.
Yeah.
It'll be like we were, how old again? 13 or whatever?
Literally playing it way late at fucking night. To the point where we played it so long that the last couple of turns we were taking, we were just driving as regular pedestrians. Like, that's how long we've been fucking playing it.
The only thing left to do is act normal.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly.
You've already used the bazooka and blown up all the cop cars how many times?
Yeah. Or tried to get across the water somehow by using your fucking car or flying it or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We just had a segment here during the match. Jerry Lawler was kind of getting it back and forth ringside with Paul Bearer, which they kind of did a cutaway of, which is stupid. But the action has been somewhat well-paced, I think. Undertaker's been taking it to Steve Austin, but it hasn't been that slow.
choking him on the middle rope.
Yeah.
I think Steve Austin is another one who, thank God, turned for the best, kind of like Mankind, right? We get someone who, it was like he made his debut, and it's like, I don't know about this. And Steve Austin took it and essentially ran with it, just like Mankind did. And what's interesting is that I think Steve Austin is like kind of super generic. I mean, he's wearing black
completely
black knee pads, black boots, black wrist tape.
Yeah.
But it's his look, like his actual like eyes look.
Yeah.
And that's obviously, we know the Stone Cold thing, blah blah blah. But I don't know. He really I feel like he's someone who it's working well. You know what I mean? I'm not like, why is this guy fighting Undertaker in the main event of Raw? Like, to me, that.
Yeah, and no, I agree with you, and I think what you're kind of getting at is this is the next era of a wrestler. And I think we're seeing it right here. This isn't an occupational. This isn't 24 colors on tights. This isn't overly blown out hair. This isn't face paint. It's a regular dude in regular trunks. He's very compelling on the mic. He's kind of got a cool brawling style. And he does have a very distinct, I'd say modern for this time, look about him. It's a modern character. Yeah. It's not like bubblegum and fucking ice cream. It's got an edge to it. And I think maybe that's another reason why we like a guy like Goldust. There's an edge to it. A guy like Ahmed, there's an edge to it. It's just, I think he's a good front runner for these guys who have either made something out of nothing. You take the Ringmaster, and in 3 weeks, this dude's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, fuck the Ringmaster. I ain't doing that bullshit. I think he's a really good representation of hopefully the direction we're going in.
Yeah, I agree. Also, we're seeing a weird package now because we're coming back from commercial, but
yeah, it's the live tour bullshit thing.
I think it's interesting to know Steve Austin did not come out with no King of the Ring gimmicks.
That's a very, very good point. Because every year up until this one, they do that. So that's interesting. I don't know if Brett did it much, but like the other people who have won definitely did.
Yeah, pretty weird.
Yeah,
we're back.
Weird.
Undertaker hits old school on Steve Austin. During the break, look at this. Steve Austin grabbed a chair, but Undertaker stopped him with a kick in the gut.
Did Pillman stick around ringside, or did he just leave?
I feel like he might have left. Because I feel like we would have heard his voice yelling.
Something, yeah.
If you're following along, we're at 41 minutes and 45 seconds. So we got roughly just under 8 minutes left of the show, I think.
See, this is what Undertaker needs. Undertaker needs a guy like Steve Austin who's fucking hungry, who's on a roll, who's looking to have decent showings, and like not looking to just cash a check and fuck around.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting a good little match out of Undertaker right now. I'm pretty invested.
Yeah, no, this isn't bad, man.
It's not your bullshit stalling Raw match with the Undertaker in it.
No,
he's attacking the leg here.
Yeah, someone mowing their lawn over there, or what?
No, some asshole just pulled in with a crotch rocket, it sounds like.
Ah, okay.
You know what? And there's something special about Steve Austin, and I think Bret Hart has a little bit of it too, but when he's attacking a limb, it just somehow feels more dangerous and interesting than like anybody else doing it. Like when Undertaker was just getting his leg wrapped around the rope, it looked like Steve Austin was really trying to fucking break that thing off.
Yeah.
I like that kind of shit.
He also gave a blatant poke in the eyes to the Undertaker before dropping a forearm off the middle rope on him.
Yeah.
Here he goes, working that left leg more over the apron.
Like, if this was IRS doing this shit, we'd be like, holy fuck, this is so fucking boring. But since it's Steve Austin and he does it with just such aggressiveness.
Look at these guys yelling very, very loud, rest in peace. You'd think the whole arena's chanting, but it's really like 7 guys ringside, 6 guys ringside. And I at first thought they were chanting like "Rest in Peace," like Undertaker, you're losing. But Paul Bearer started chanting with them, and now they're holding up Undertaker merchandise. So
yeah, there's like a little baby shirt of Undertaker, and then now some kid has a full-blown wall poster he was holding up. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, where'd they get that shit?
I was just gonna say they did not have that a minute ago. Sorry for the trucker guy if you can hear him, by the way.
Yell out the window. Shut the fuck up.
Well, let me see. I don't even know how close he is. Because we are right by the highway, so it might just be some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Oh, no, he's pulling into the complex.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Goldust and Marlena are coming down ringside.
Goldust is wearing no entrance gear other than the wig.
Which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck.
But once again, I just saw a guy in drag earlier in the show. I'm just saying.
I know.
Is that a Dustin Rhodes? Someone just had a natural Dustin Rhodes poster, a WCW poster. I'm almost positive, holding it up.
I hope so.
Those guys right in the front, the King shirt guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Goldust has grabbed a headset.
Yeah, he's jumping on commentary here. Are those shirts airbrushed?
I think they're meant to look like that.
Oh, okay. Momentum is slowed here now that Goldust is at ringside. We're in a knee lock here.
Goldust, I bet you isn't going to say a damn thing right now.
I'm okay with that. A little intensity from Goldust.
Right.
I think he needs it to get back on track because so far he's been looking like a jabroni with the last couple losses here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Undertaker's on bad legs, damn it.
Somewhat damaged goods. Holy big.
Oh my god, that fucking chop block.
That was a nice ass chop block.
Why is he working the legs over though? Oh, maybe so he can't do the tombstone, I guess?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Superstar line, call option 6. Why would Paul Bearer cost The Undertaker a victory at King of the Ring? Oh, fuck, I forgot that happened. It was like a miscommunication thing.
I forgot about that as well. I'm surprised they're not playing into that more during this match.
Well, it was a mistake, Dallas. It was a mistake.
Oh, that's right. It was a mistake.
We're back to the action here.
Undertaker's not a man of many words, so he wouldn't bring it up either.
Right. Yeah, it's unspoken at this point.
Austin moves out of the way for that leaping clothesline of The Undertaker. Now he's on the middle rope. Steve Austin against the ropes, coming back. Oh, Undertaker moves, though. Wait.
What the fuck? He didn't even sell it. He says no, he's not selling it.
He said, no, I ain't doing that. Oh. Is he going to hit the choke slam?
Goldust watching on in fear.
Oh, that's a big one.
Goldust is going to cost him the match right now, I guarantee you.
Yeah, he's heading toward the ring. He's getting on the apron. We can probably
crowds are on their feet here.
Oh, he just threw glitter in his eyes. That's a
Are they ringing the bell?
They did.
Look at the glitter all over him. Holy shit.
That's pretty funny. Covered in glitter.
What the fuck? Steve Austin's got more on him than fucking Undertaker does.
I know. Like. So Undertaker wins by disqualification.
Steve Austin bails out.
But he's getting out of Dodge.
Paul Bearer comes in the ring. He's confused.
He's like, oh, the music, the bell. Could just do the taunt, Taker.
Oh, my God. He didn't win.
He did by disqualification.
Yeah, but like, nah, did he
But
win?
he didn't really win, yeah.
No. That was a pretty back and forth battle, though. I actually enjoyed that match.
Guys, we're making history. Austin has enjoyed an Undertaker match.
Well, I was just going to say, I think that's the first time I've ever said that I enjoyed an Undertaker match here on IcoPod. I think they. Oh my God! Look at
God.
those glitters on his fucking eyes.
That's nuts, dude.
We
Wait,
just got a
King's in the
close
ring.
up of Undertaker. Yeah, King's on the apron here.
Well, he's yelling at Undertaker. Why don't you ask him why he cost you the victory? Undertaker's going after King, and Paul Bearer's like stepping in the middle of him.
Yeah,
Wow.
so causing a rift.
Interesting. They just said a couple things on commentary what's happening next week, but I missed all of it. So,
Well, I saw that, of course, we're getting Shawn and Jannetty next week, which I'm always a sucker for, so I'm fine with that. And I want to say Goldust was taking on somebody one-on-one and
I heard Mark
competition.
Miro, so I don't know.
Maybe Mark Merrill. Okay, I thought, believe it or not, despite some of the matches running long, that was a really good Raw to come off a pay-per-view with.
I think so too. I don't think that was really that bad at all. The matches went a little bit long and stuff, but I think they all served at least somewhat of a purpose. I wasn't bored out of my mind, so I'd say that was not too bad, man.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to be straight up. That Undertaker main event was good for two reasons. Twofold for me. Number one, Steve Austin helped keep a pace where Undertaker was caught off guard, so not in control a lot, so the pacing kind of stayed good.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, I think right there, the match that Steve Austin just had with Undertaker, the profile of the match, again, because the Undertaker comes with pretty big profile.
Mm-hmm.
That match is the first time in ring that Steve Austin, to me, has felt like a main eventer.
I think that's a good point. Yeah.
Because he's had decent little matches with Savio, and nothing against Savio, but he's definitely a mid-card act. If not upper mid-card act. That, to me, just now, that main event of Raw, the decent amount of time that they got, and the fact that it didn't feel boring as fuck.
Yeah.
To me, that just helped make Steve Austin even more than his King of the Ring victory. He went toe-to-toe with Undertaker. They had a good 15-minute match. Neither of them come off looking shitty. Nobody does a job or a shitty ending. I don't know, man. I think that was both beneficial on both ends. Beneficial for Undertaker, because again, he gives it an opponent that isn't 9 foot tall or 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Or a jobber. Or somebody he's faced 10,000 times. So it's a fresh opponent for the Undertaker, who gives him a good run for his money. And it gives Steve Austin his first main event where it feels to me like he's a main event star. So I can't say enough good about that main event, and it wasn't even that great. But I thought, in context, man, that was perfect.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, it didn't need to be, great, because Raw does not give us a lot to compare to as far as especially good main events. So
I think we got spoiled with that main event on Raw.
Yeah, which usually when we get spoiled,
we pay for it. The next 3 weeks.
We pay for it, but at least we look forward to seeing Shawn Michaels next week. And like you said, he's had some decent matches with Jannetty in the past. What's gonna stop him from having a decent little match, even as random as it is, next week on Raw?
Yeah, and I think it's interesting to note that yes, these guys have wrestled 10,000 times since 1991. But at the same time, it seems to be, a decent amount of time has passed in between. So you're always getting a slightly different Shawn versus a slightly different Marty Jannetty. Now, the last run that Jannetty had, his most recent one with us here on IcoPod, was probably my least favorite. So I'm hoping that he's going to maybe rebound off of that, and it's not that Jannetty that we're getting, the fucking new Rockers Jannetty, because I don't want that shit.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And it's also not often lately that Sean has a singles match on Raw. So hopefully these guys are going to get a decent little chunk of time as well. But I think that's a pretty good profile match to move us into next week for sure.
Yeah, I agree. But I guess until then, we got some stuff to look forward to, which is nice.
Yeah.
And I think that alone is fun.
Steve Austin has me excited, dude. I am excited to watch this motherfucker.
Between Steve Austin, Brian Pillman's here.
Yeah, Brian Pillman.
I just wish that Pillman wasn't injured.
I know.
But he's going to provide some entertainment regardless, so, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'll take the entertainment value.
Well, and this was, again, super random, which I like. Raw should be spontaneous. That when they first debuted Raw, dude, it was like uncut, uncooked, uncensored, like anything can happen.
Yep.
For 93, it was like that. Fucking Savage and Crusher like battling out on the fucking streets of New York City, and like all this shit's happening, and it's like what? It was pretty spontaneous. As soon as 93 kind of ended, the spontaneousness was ripped the fuck away. Because by WrestleMania 10, dude, it was by the books. Fucking by the books. So now that, like, that might be slowly creeping back in to just compete with WCW, hey, we got to do shit that people aren't expecting. Man, we're getting lucky because this show needs it. It needs that, spontaneousness.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it definitely makes it more fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Goldust coming out with his wig on, like, sitting ringside and then ends up causing the finish of the match to go awry. Like, yeah, we need that.
Yeah, I agree. Because even that, I mean, he was just sitting there. He didn't do anything.
Right.
But, and I hate to say it, I didn't hate the glitter to the eyes to end the match either.
I would have, if you would have gave me a list of 10 things that's going to happen, I wouldn't have picked that one.
No.
So, yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, I think that's good. I would say the weakest for me at this point is definitely the tag division. I just have zero interest. And obviously they do too, because the biggest thing they're pushing with that is like the sunny and cloudy shit.
Wow, yeah. And Sonny's mystery manager, which is just super fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it is what it is when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. Steve Austin has given me a shot in the arm like you wouldn't believe, buddy.
Well, that's what we all need, man. And I'm glad that we're getting something. Maybe King of the Ring was like, we just had to get pushed right over King of the Ring, and then we're good.
I think so, because rolling into the end of 96 and into 97, 97 is heralded as like a fucking flagship year for WWF. Like they start turning shit around, and then by 98 they're number one again. So I don't know, man. I'm hoping, and we've said it a million fucking times, but I'm hoping this was our watershed moment of, okay, Steve Austin's about to run shit for the next fucking forever, and it's gonna be good fucking shit.
Yeah, I agree. But we will we'll see what happens. And maybe next week we will talk about some ratings and stuff like that. Bob didn't give me those in my notes, so I don't know what they are now. But we'll talk about it next week. We'll see how Raw did compared to Nitro, and we will we'll see what happens next on Raw.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I got anything. I never have anything to say, but I don't think I have anything I can add that we have not already said. So,
Bob, did you have anything?
Bob? No. Okay. Well, on that note, oh wait, Bob, you do have something to say? Oh, I don't like buttholes. Oh, okay.
I had pizza for dinner tonight.
I had 3 DiGiorno's. Oh.
Well, it's like he's here the whole time, man.
I know, he was just sitting here shoving his mouth full of pizza. Little did everyone know, Bob actually is on the podcast right now. But all he's doing is...
Yeah. Let's be serious. Okay, here's the thing. we're going to, right now, I'll put Bob in this episode. Okay, this is what he was doing. Checking the baseball scores.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking watching an NFL game at the same time he's watching this shit.
And a Nitro, or like a Thunder. He's watching Thunder from 99 on one screen. He's got the Vikings losing to the fucking 49ers on the other screen.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking Sarah's coming in like with one hand on screen, handing him a Wendy's bag. Like that's fucking happening.
He's got 2 burgers, a large fry and a large Frosty.
Yeah, he's reclined in his bed and like he shifts his camera around a little bit and pretends he's not in his bed, but like that motherfucker's laying down while he's watching this shit.
Yeah, and he sets the microphone sideways. He's like, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah. So there you go. Bob was there the whole time. That's what he's doing, and that's what he does every fucking week.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, me and Austin always have our eyes on the product and have stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, just end it with that, dude. Just keep it there.
Well, for Dallas Gridley, he's Austin Skinner, and this has been IcoPod.
You gotta hear it.